So in this tutorial, we will destroy these asteroids when we click them, okay? And so enabled to do that, we have to modify the prefab a little bit. So let's open up our project and access our prefab. If you forgot where it is, it's in this prefabs folder we created. You can just select the prefab here. And we just need to add something to it. You can kind of fold these up if you want to make more room for your components. And you can add a component to this. Let's add box colliders there because I was looking up colliders off screen or before I was recording this video. So if you start typing collider, you get different types of colliders. And you get colliders for 2D games stuff, you capsule collider. I'm just gonna hit the box collider, okay? I'm familiar with it. And so now there's a collider on that. Let me just drag this onto stage real quick and take a look. See that look square around it? That's this box collider. And so you can see where the box collider is, okay? So I'm gonna delete that from the stage. I was just showing you. Okay, so now it has a collider on it, and you need that collider for mouse clicks to affect it. Okay, so this is super simple. We're just gonna open up our code file and go into your Asteroid script. And pretty simple. You're gonna put a new thing here and you're gonna say void on mouse down. I had print in here because I copied that from the internet, but we're gonna just hit destroy object. Okay, destroy object. Okay, and we'll edit this later because we're gonna create a little explosion for, make it look cooler. Okay, so let's go back to Unity. And how about we hit type print again? Let me see something. Whoops. Okay, so you say print, and that's that'll output to the debug, the console. You'll be able to see that in the console. So let's just do that real quick. Let's go to Unity, let this thing compile. Now in the console, when you tell it to print something, it'll write it right there. So that's a good way to test if things are working correctly. So I'm gonna push play, and we have asteroids spawning. You could see them here. And when I click them, you can see boom. And over here, you'll notice every time an asteroid is instantiated, it gets added to the hierarchy. And let me just start clicking these, and they're all disappearing one by one. They're getting eliminated. And then so we will need to, obviously to make this game funner, they'll have to be faster and maybe spawn from more random places. And you can give it variety, definitely give it more speed. But let's for now, let's just add a couple more things here that we're going to need for our game. So we're going to right click and we're going to add a UI canvas. We're going to definitely need that, right? And let's double click, and you can zoom out and you can see how this, push 2D, you can see that this canvas, no matter what size or aspect ratio we use, the canvas adjusts to cover the whole thing, right? So I'll just stay at 16:9, and in here let's just control, and let's go UI text. People were having issues with the Text Mesh Pro a little bit. We can go to legacy text, okay, and add that. And so now we have new text over there. Let me call this text. I like to leave the word text in front of it so in the hierarchy I know what things are. I'm gonna write score over here, and then let's just give it a starting number just to see what it looks like. And then this text I am going to set up in the top left corner. So I hold Option. Okay, it says Alt here. If you were on a PC, you would press Alt, but on these iMacs, you push Option and then click this, and it'll go up in the top corner. Okay, and you could make this box bigger. You could play around with this and say best fit, so it'll it'll adjust its size to that box. But font size 14. Let's change it to 200. Well, let me see. Oh, the max size is 200. We'll see if it was 2000. What would it do? So you could, you can play around with this, align it where you want, and so we have a score there. And let's make a variable that attaches to that score in our game script. So let's go back to scripts, and we will go to our Asteroid game script, open that up, and let's see, let's go public text. Whoop. Oh, the reason why text isn't coming up, I have to write using Unity engine .ui. Okay, so we're using that, and so now we can say it, public text. Let's call this score text. Score text. Okay. Oops. And then in the update, we'll just say score text dot text equals. Now we don't have a score variable, so we're going to have to create that. So we're going to say, let's do this a private variable. Private int score. Okay, and then so we're going to say it says score dot toString. Okay, and let's set it to 0 for the score right now. Okay, now so what we did here is we're creating a public field. We'll drag the text box into this field, and then we're setting the score to 0, and we're telling the text to write this integer to a string. Text can't be integers, it has to be string values, so it takes the score 0 and it turns it into what's known as a string. It's like just the raw characters, like the letters or numbers, the string of characters. Okay, so now let's, in scripts we need to drag the text into that score area, and we should see that get set to 0 unless I typed something wrong. Okay, so that's the score, and then so, yeah, and then so in the next tutorial what we'll do is we will make it so that when we hit the asteroids, the score gets increased. Okay, so let's just have fun setting up your mouse hit and your set up your score for the next tutorial. Okay, have fun.